What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again back with another off-season rebuild. This time we're doing the other team that was eliminated on Monday, that being the New Orleans Pelicans. So yesterday we did the Los Angeles Lakers. They got beat by the Nuggets in 5. Of course, the Pelicans, they ended up getting swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder on Monday as well. Now, I thought for sure, to be honest with you, that this team would be throwing the back burner because I thought we'd get one of Milwaukee or Philadelphia being eliminated tonight, but both of them survived. So, like I said, today, let's just go ahead, jump in, and do this Pelicans off-season rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. I'm currently recording this right after Bucks and Pacers Game 5. Philadelphia, New York, what a crazy game that was. Cleveland, Orlando was a good game as well. Cleveland won Game 5, of course. Evan Mobley with a huge block at the end. And then Philadelphia, New York, like I said, dude, the endings to these games in that series have been absolutely crazy. It felt like the 76ers were eliminated. Joel Embiid was going home in round 1 again, like he has in the past, or in round 2, or whatever it may be. But Tyrese Maxey with like a half-court game-tying shot had a 4-point play. Absolutely insane. They get to go play Game 6 in Philadelphia, so that should be interesting. And then we got the Bucks and the Pacers as well. The Bucks with no Giannis or Dame. It felt like this team was about to get eliminated tonight, but no, they get a win. And you may see Dame and Giannis or one or the other playing in Game 6 in Indiana. Man, playoff basketball is awesome right now. But let's go ahead. Like I said, let's talk about the New Orleans Pelicans, shall we? So let's go ahead, or shall we? So let's go ahead and see who wins the championship really quickly. So Nuggets and Bucks in the finals, and the Nuggets go on to win the championship. Jokic is your finals MVP. So LeBron James, of course, always tries to retire. That's always like the first step we have to do here. But let's get straight to the lottery. So the Pelicans, let's talk about them. We haven't really talked about them yet. So their offseason is going to be very interesting. And it sounds like David Griffin is going to be very busy this offseason. Sounds like this is going to be an aggressive offseason for them. He kind of had a quote that said, you know, they've been, you know, kind of just running it back in the past and hoping for health. They're at a point where they can't wait for that anymore. So I definitely expect some changes. I think a point guard is something they'll definitely be looking for. CJ McCollum has kind of been that, but he's not really a traditional point guard. Of course, he was always a 2 guard next to Damian Lillard, and that's what he was drafted for. And then maybe getting an upgrade to the center position would be the worst thing. Either Joe Val has his moments, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just kept him. And then the biggest storyline is going to be Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. I don't know if these two can be the guys going forward. It doesn't make sense to keep Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. Well, I feel like Trey Murphy is just someone who's waiting to blossom, honestly. If he gets the opportunity to start consistently, I think he's going to take off. And it sounds like the Pelicans may think that as well. I do believe there is a huge possibility that Brandon Ingram is traded this offseason. But let's get straight in the lottery. You know, let's go ahead and start there. So, of course, the Pelicans do have the ability to defer the Lakers pick to 2025. Again, I don't, you know, we kind of talked about this in the Lakers video yesterday. I don't know if they're actually going to do that or not. But if I was a betting man, which you guys know I am, I would guess that the Pelicans do, in fact, defer that pick to 2025 because it's a much better draft class. And you don't really know what the Lakers' future looks like. Their roster's getting kind of older. LeBron's getting older. Not that LeBron's slowing down or anything. But, yeah, I would definitely bank on 2025. You know, just kind of take that. So, I am going to go ahead and send that pick to the Lakers and get their 2025 unprotected. And then we're going to figure out what we're doing next. Are we trading Brandon Ingram out of the gate? Are we going for a point guard? I don't know, man. I think we are trading Brandon Ingram today. Like I said, I really want to give Trey Murphy the opportunity to start. And full disclosure here, some people may call me biased for doing this, but Trey Murphy does not develop in 2K whatsoever. So I mess with his potential. I made his potential better. You could call it cheating if you want, but dude, Trey Murphy, you know, I might just be biased because I like Trey Murphy a lot, but I feel like once this guy gets an opportunity, he's going to be very, very good. And I just don't agree with how he like doesn't develop at all. So let's get to a Brandon Ingram trade though. Let's start there. Today's video is brought to you by DGF's Optimizer. If you're using apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any other DFS app, having a tool like this is so clutch to finding good plays right in front of you. So at the moment on the board right now is a bunch of esports plays, but let's see if we can find like some NBA plays so you guys can kind of get a grasp of what this tool really does. So we come all the way down to Jaylen Brown over 32.5 PRA. As you can see, there's a huge discrepancy on PrizePicks. Every single sportsbook has Jaylen Brown listed at 33.5, so you're getting clear value here. And I found this play within 2 seconds. It took me no time at all. I had to do a scroll down and find an NBA play, and boom, I can plug that in on PrizePicks. And this is how I've been using this tool ever since. They compare discrepancies. They also show the juice on sportsbooks as well. So I would easily plug in Jaylen Brown over 32.5, knowing I am getting a clear discrepancy when every book has it at 33.5. Having a tool like this is so clutch to finding good plays right in front of you. Like I said, without having to do any research whatsoever. Also, Conley over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Not as many data points, but we do have 3 books heavily favoring the over of his 8.5. So, if you want to check out this tool, link is down in the description below. 25% off your first month using code Crushables. I absolutely recommend it. Check out my results as shown since I've started using it. I think I'm up like $1,400. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely love this tool. Absolutely swear by it. And I use it on an app such as PrizePicks, which I'm also partnered with. And it's actually a good opportunity to take advantage of PrizePicks right now because they actually have a discount on James Harden at 17.5 points. They're always doing like promos. So it's a lot of fun using PrizePicks and taking advantage of the promos that they offer. But how PrizePicks works is you choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 players being 3 times your entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. And if you're into other sports, you don't only have to just play basketball plays. So let's say we want to take the Harden discount. We wanted to combine that with like MMA or something. Like the possibilities are endless. They have WNBA season stats up as well. They got some esports stuff up here. So like if you're into stuff like that, you could definitely plug them in if you wanted to. So if you want to check out PrizePicks, link is also down in the description below. Use code Crushables to match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. So now that I have sent the Lakers pick back to them and we got their 2025 unprotected, now we have 2 first-round picks in this draft. I want to just go ahead and start with just throwing Brandon Ingram in the trade finder. Let's see what that gets me. I don't know if I'm going to find the perfect trade here, but we're going to take a look. So, of course, like I mentioned already, we have our forwards in Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. Zion, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones. Those guys are our wings, as we know. So we're basically looking for a point guard and a center going forward. So if we can find that here, that'd be awesome. So this isn't bad because we get Vucevic and Ayo Dosunmu. Chicago trades for Ingram, which would be kind of interesting on their part by doing this trade. But Vucevic is not really somebody I'm looking for, although he would make sense next to Zion for floor spacing purposes. But no, I think I'll pass on that. Now, I have heard a lot of people talk about this, the idea of Garland for Brandon Ingram. I just don't see it happening. I know people have said, like, oh, if Donovan Mitchell commits to Cleveland, then you could trade, Donovan Mitchell or trade Garland for Brandon Ingram. If I'm the Pelicans, this is a home run. I would do this all day. But there's no way I think Cleveland's doing this. I just can't see it. It would be fun, though, to get Garland. I'm not going to lie, because I, usually don't ever get him. But, yeah, having Garland would be perfect as our starting point guard, man. Kind of want to do it just because I never get to, but man, it just does not feel right in my head at all that the Cavs would do this. I just don't see it. Like, Mitchell is probably the one that's going to want to leave, and if I'm Cleveland, I will continue to build around Garland and Mobley, not trade Garland. So, as much as I want to do it, I don't think I'm going to. So, we got Bogdan and Capella, interesting. Trey Man, Markkanen. The Jazz are going to be aggressive, so I can see the Jazz maybe wanting Ingram, but not for Markkanen. Fox, obviously the Kings aren't doing that. Rui Hachimura, Wendell Carter, Jonathan Isaac. I did find Orlando interesting to get Wendell Carter off of them to upgrade our center position because ideally I'd like a center who could space the floor a little bit, and Wendell Carter can do that just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it has the ability to do so. Engage Jonathan Isaac as the third wouldn't be bad either, but this isn't like the type of trade package I'm looking for. Also, don't think Brandon Ingram makes a ton of sense for Orlando either. Cameron Johnson, Schroeder, Porter, Miles Turner, TJ McConnell, 5th pick. Getting the 5th pick would be kind of cool. Trey Jones, Beal. Yeah, no thanks on Bradley Beal. Naz Reid, Rob Williams, Brogdon, Draymond Green, and Corey Kispert. So as expected, I think I'm going to have to build my own trade out. If I can't find anything, dude, I might do this. I might do this trade with the Cavaliers. I might do it. Even though, like I said, every bone in my body is telling me that the Cavs are not doing this. But a lot of people are talking about this trade. So I'm going to try to build my own trade first to see if I can, figure out something. If not, we might get Garland. We might go get Garland. Okay, so right now for me, the 3 guys that I'm looking at, 2 of them are on the Cavaliers. It's definitely Garland and Jarrett Allen. I think those 2 would make sense here in New Orleans. And I believe the Pelicans have had interest in Jarrett Allen in the past. An Ingram-Jarrett Allen swap does make somewhat sense to me for sure as well. Moving Evan Mobley to the full-time 5. Having Ingram as that wing for you next to Garland. Maybe Mitchell if he's staying. So yeah, that definitely makes sense in my head as well. The other guy would be DeJounte Murray. I got Trae Young yesterday. I know the Pelicans, I think, have talked about DeJounte Murray in the past. He would be that traditional point guard you're looking for. Has played point guard in San Antonio plenty of times. Was very, very good. I do like the idea of Murray. So I'm basically leaning between either Murray or Garland. And I do think DeJounte Murray obviously is way more realistic. So I do think I'm going to try to land on DeJounte Murray. I also think it makes sense for the Hawks to be interested in Ingram. Because if they're going to try to keep winning around Trae Young, if that's their plan, Ingram would be a solid piece to put next to him. Now, unfortunately, they don't have the money to just accept this straight up. Now, I do wonder if I could find a way to get like Capella in this trade as well. That would be pretty interesting if I can make this like a big trade and find Capella in here. But I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Do I have enough money to try to make something like that happen? I don't really want to throw Jordan Hawkins in here, and I'm definitely not throwing... Oh, I guess I could throw Larry Nance in here. It would suck to lose Larry Nance, but I wouldn't hate it. So yeah, if we had to throw Larry Nance in this trade to make this happen, I would not hate doing so. Ingram, Larry Nance or Murray Capella, and we offer 21. I don't know how many picks I really want to offer. I'll offer EJ Liddell as well. I'm not offering Jordan Hawkins. I'm high on him going forward. So Ingram for Murray and Capella. We get Larry. This would upgrade our point guard and our center spot immediately is what I'm looking for. Again, I would ideally rather have a center that spaces the floor a little bit, but I won't be too picky. If they say no to this, I might just try to make it a DeJounte Murray trade, but they agree. So we are going to get DeJounte Murray. So I think DeJounte Murray is perfect for what we needed. So we got our point guard in DeJounte Murray, who I think fits extremely well. Garland would have been awesome as well, too. Don't get me wrong, but I do love the addition of DeJounte Murray in New Orleans. I think Ingram makes a ton of sense as well on the Hawks next to Trae Young. Do I think it's going to work? I don't know. That would be the Hawks' problem to figure out if they're going to still try to build around Trae Young, which I don't know if they will or not. I think we only offered one of our first-round picks in this draft, so we do have the other one. So we can go ahead and see what we can get at that 23rd overall pick. So let's jump in at 23. We have Keelan Ware on the board. We have Zach Edey. We have Kyle. I do think I'm going to take Kyle here. I think Kyle would be one of the perfect bigs to have going forward as a backup. So welcome to New Orleans, 75 overall. And we will absolutely take that. Dyson Daniels and JRE. I'm going to accept both of those qualifying offers. Matt Ryan and De'Ron Sebron, I think is how you say it. But I'm pretty happy with that first trade that we just made. So just like that, we do have the ability to re-sign Joval, but I do believe now that we have Capella, we just drafted Kyle, I think Joval becomes less expendable. I think we can move on from him. So now it's, this backcourt logjam becomes interesting. Okay, so we're going to figure this out. So obviously Murray's going to play point guard. I ideally want to keep starting Herb Jones. I don't know what I'm going to do with CJ McCollum. If I could move CJ McCollum, I absolutely would. I don't know how easy it's going to be to do that, though, unfortunately. Hawkins, I like as our backup, too. I guess unless if I had Herb Jones or Trey Murphy coming off the bench, which I'd rather start both of them, of course, but I don't know, man. I might have to... I mean, unless I have CJ McCollum come off the bench making that much money, I don't know what else we would do. So, yeah, we're going to probably do DJ Herb Jones at the 2, Murray Alvarado at the point guard, and if Daniels develops, then he'll take over eventually there. So right now it'd be probably like a... I think I'll give Kyle minutes right away. A center who can space the floor a little bit, I think will be nice to have, so we'll do that. And then we'll have a backup forward to sign a free agency, which if that could be Najee Marshall, we can just bring him back. I think that's kind of where I want to go with this. So, yeah, so this offseason was basically the Capella and DeJounte Murray trade, which I absolutely loved for us. I think I love that trade quite a bit. I am going to move on from Joval. I could re-sign him, of course, but like I said, now that we have Capella, it makes less sense to re-sign Joval. New CBA, it's going to be really hard to pay centers like that. Minnesota's about to run into a problem with how many centers they're paying, of course, how much money. But CJ McCollum was down in overall, of course, that is to be expected. So yeah, I think if CJ takes a 6-man role, that's probably what I'm going to do with him. And then once he's an expiring contract, we'll trade him immediately because once you're expiring, it's a little bit easier to move, of course. So yeah, Trey Murphy's up to an 82, which is great to see. Again, I messed with his progression a little bit. I want him to develop like crazy. I want him to be a star here because I think he has that type of potential. I really do. So let's get in this next season and let's see what this is about to look like. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think Murray was perfect for what we needed. Garland would have been awesome as well, but I'm feeling very, very good about what this team can do next season. We made a change up, and that's what New Orleans needed to do. So now we can go in hoping that Zion can stay healthy consistently, which is going to be really rough to figure out if the Pelicans can trust that. If, Zion gets hurt again, I can't imagine what the Pelicans going to do. That's going to be a tough decision for them to make. But we're going to shrink this bench utilization down, and we're going to shrink this to a 9-man rotation. So Murray, CJ, Trey Murphy, Zion, Capella, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, Alvarado, Jordan Hawkins, and Najee Marshall. So that leaves Kyle out of the rotation. So I guess Kyle is going to spend some time in the G League in the first year. Would love to have him playing right away, but it looks like there's just guys better than him right now. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and leave it like this. And then CJ McCollum, you will be a victim of a trade eventually, but I would prefer if you came off the bench, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start Herb Jones. So I'm going to simulate this season. We're going to see how it goes. Defensively, we should be nasty, though. I mean, Murray, Herb Jones, that should be disgusting. And, Murray won't be like the number one option here. It'll be Zion. So Murray should be able to focus more on defense like he used to be able to. So, yeah, one other thing I want to do is, okay, so Zion's shot tendency is high, which is good. But I want Trey Murphy's shot tendency to be the third highest. I want him, like I said, I want him to blossom. So hopefully we can get that out of him. DJ will go down to like a 70. Or maybe we can even have Murray be like the third option to, Trey Murphy or something. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we do end up being a playoff team. I imagine with Zion, we will be. But let's see what 2K thinks of the roster we have thrown together. So at the end of the season, this team was a lot better than I even anticipated. I will show you why in just a second. But Luka Doncic wins MVP. Nikola is the Rookie of the Year. Also wins Sixth Man, winning Offensive Player. Zion was most improved, averaging 28 points per game. So he was a stud this year. Trae Young, clutch player. Now that he doesn't have Murray, he got more of the scoring load. But as you can see, we went 61-21. So yeah, the regular season went very, very good for us. Now, does that mean we're about to go win a championship? Maybe. It's possible. But Zion makes an All-NBA first team, or All-NBA second, I should say. Love to see that from him. And here's your All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team, All-Rookie first team, and All-Rookie second team. But getting Kyle Filipowski to play next year is going to be huge. But let's take a look at the stats. Let's see what this looked like. So we had 23 from Trey Murphy. It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. Why did he get what most improved? But this is what I believe is possible. Am I crazy? Like, am I the only one that thinks this? I think there's been other people. Like, I know Eric is high on Trey Murphy. I know Kenny has been high on Trey Murphy. I'm assuming I know you guys know who Kenny is, but Eric is the guy I did the podcast with on Blazers Uprise, but I know he's very high on Trey Murphy. This is what I think is actually possible for Trey Murphy right here. And this is why Ingram should be traded to allow Trey Murphy to blossom, and I'm happy we're able to do that. 21 from Jonathan Murray, 17 from CJ off the bench, 10 and 11 from Capella, and then 7 from Herb Jones, 7 from Jordan Hawkins. So we are going to play Minnesota round 1, who of course are going to be playing the Denver Nuggets in round 2, which is going to be a ton of fun, by the way. But let's go ahead, simulate current round against the Timberwolves, and see if we can take them down to move on to round 2. Obviously getting eliminated in round 1 would be an absolute disappointment here. Dude, they really want to bench Alvarado. Or I'm about to say, are they really about to bench Dejounte Murray for Alvarado? No way, right? But no, they're not suggesting that. We got to win a game 7 if we want to get out of here. Hopefully we're able to do that. Man, that's going to be unfortunate. We lose here. All right, so we did have a scare there for a second, but we take the lead now. Can we keep it? And we are going to move on to round 2. 36 from Zion, Trey Murphy with 29. Love to see it. Now we get Utah. Like I mentioned, 2 teams that are probably going to be aggressive this offseason, it sounds like. It makes more sense for the Pelicans to be aggressive. The Jazz could definitely take their time if they want to, but sounds like Danny Ainge just said, hey, we're going to try to do things. So James Harden is their big signing, so we'll see how that goes for them. Somebody come around against the Jazz. We're up 2-1, and we're going to beat them in 5, hopefully. Yes, okay. Now it's time to see how we stack up against the Thunder. Now, this is their early on Thunder, so you know what? That makes sense. LeBron, if you want to go try to win a championship one last time, maybe they drafted Bronny. No, they didn't. Imagine if they did. That would have been funny. Yeah. This kid, LeBron signed with them either could be a good or a bad thing. Sometimes age just absolutely, let's just see what happens. I don't know. So many current round. We're down 3-1. It's not looking good for us. We were down 3-0 at one point, but hey, maybe we come back from 3-0. But highly, highly doubtful. So never seen LeBron sign with the Thunder before, though. That's kind of crazy. And we are going to barely lose. Wow, Donovan Mitchell, 151 and 149. Unfortunately, we lose 35 for Trey Murphy. But one thing LeBron gets to ride off in the sunset with the championship with the Thunder. Hopefully, he just retires. He does. Okay, so hopefully we never see that again. Again, I've never seen LeBron sign with the Thunder before, so that was kind of surprising to see. But definitely interesting. But we can go ahead and keep cooking with this roster. So we have that Lakers pick now, and it ends up being top 4 odds, bro. That's yeah, like I said. And then Milwaukee's pick as well is also up here. Damn, we could really luck out here and add 2 more studs here in the draft. Oh my gosh, bro. What do we get here? We get number 2, and we also got number 4. Holy crap. Wow, that is insanely lucky, but I will absolutely take it. So we get to add 2 players in the top 5 in this draft class on rookie scale contracts. We could make a big trade with these draft picks as well, but honestly, unless if there's someone who's available that like I can't pass on, I gotta draft, right? So, well, CJ McCollum's contract is good as gone if we find someone that we can attach it to, but highly doubtful. I really like the core we've thrown together. I think if we add 2 bench pieces from number 2 and number 4 overall, we're about to be unstoppable going forward. So let's see, just really quickly though, if there's like someone that's out of your mind, like, wow, he's available. Like Victor Wembanyama, of course, that'd be awesome, but that just, Anthony Edwards, not available. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather just draft at this point anyway. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Unless like Giannis was available or something. But yeah, let's just draft the number 2 and number 4. Let's just not waste any other time. But I do want to see if I can get rid of CJ on draft night. It would be fantastic if I could do so. He's going to regress, and I just want him gone because we have guys that I am, more confident in playing. So I am going to try to trade him if some team wants to take him for me. So the Bulls want to give me Tristan Silva and Cameron Payne for CJ McCollum. He was very good last year. 17 points per game, 40% shooting from 3. So it's not like he's terrible. The Hawks maybe want him. They want him to be the 8th overall pick. I think that's a little too steep. Although he had a good year, I don't know if he'd be worth a lottery pick at 33 years old. But let's see what else we got. J-Dub being offered to me, or not. Sorry, the other Jalen Williams is J-Dub. We can throw them 29th, and we get a swap in the future in next year's draft class. I actually think this could make some sense because it does kind of make sense. So we maybe attach a draft pick with CJ McCollum's salary. This could hurt the Thunder in the long run. This actually might be a good trade for us to do because the Thunder might get hurt from this trade. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this trade. I'm going to remove this pick because I think that's the Clippers pick, and I don't think it makes a ton of sense. Man, how many draft picks do we have this draft? Or no, so that's the Thunder's draft picks I was looking at. So, yeah, they can add another draft pick, sure. CJ McCollum, you're gone. Thank you for your services. He is gone. So we attach a draft pick to get rid of him. I probably should have just kept that other pick in there. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal. We're not going to need it. I just wanted to get rid of CJ McCollum, okay? And that trade probably could have more, used some improvement. But let's see who we're getting at number 2, number 4. So Ace Bailey goes number 1. Oh my gosh, guys. I just can't not do it, right? We get to add Cooper Flagg to this team, bro. I didn't even really want Cooper Flagg in today's video. And we get to add Dylan Harper as well. Bro, what on earth is this team about to be? This team is about to be unstoppable, bro. Or it's going to be, weird. It's going to be like the chemistry is not going to be good enough. That's crazy that we added those two through the draft. But that's the luck of the lottery. That's how it fell to us. So, Trey Murphy is a free agent. Definitely going to be important to bring him back. And then free agency, Trey Murphy, Capella. So I do want to re-sign Capella. I'm going to give him since he's older, I'm going to give him a 2-year deal. And then Trey Murphy, we're absolutely giving a 5-year deal to. So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. So Trey Murphy, Capella, re-signed, done. Boom, got them done. All right. We do have money to sign someone else in free agency, but I don't even think it's going to be necessary to do so because right now we're going to have a very log jam. We're going to have a log jam. So I extended Alvarado, but it was it was unnecessary for me to do that. I did not need to extend him at all. So Harper's going to play backup point guard. Dyson Daniels, we're going to figure out what to do with you here in a second. We have Cooper Flagg now. We have Najee Marshall. We have Kyle Filipowski, who's going to play backup center. So yeah, I think Najee Marshall is also going to be so it's going to be Cooper Flagg, Jordan Hawkins. Let's move Alvarado right now. Again, I kind of regret extending him now. He definitely wasn't necessary to have. Actually, we don't need to force him out of here. He's just not going to play. So this is our rotation. Daniels, you're going to slide to the 2 probably. We're going to send you to the 2 right now. So you're going to shooting guard. You go up and overall there anyway. So let's go to player progression. I'm hoping Trey Murphy develops like crazy. I'm hoping Dyson Daniels develops like he used to back in the day. I don't know if he still does. He's up to an 80. Trey Murphy does not move, but hey, he still put up numbers last year, so whatever. Hawkins is up. Kyle Filipowski is up, and so is Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is also another guy. Wow, he shot 75% from 3 last year. I'm sure that's a very small volume, but yeah, pretty damn good rotation. This is about to be pretty interesting. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this is going to go. I mean, the amount of talent on this roster is going to be pretty insane to deal with. I think we could win a championship as soon as next year. I did not expect to get Dylan Harper and Cooper Flagg in this draft. That was kind of just extremely lucky. Part of me kind of wishes I didn't because I kind of liked what I was doing with Murphy, Zion and Murray. But hey, it happened to fall in my lap. It's not like I can just sit here and say, okay, never mind, I don't want those. So they do want to bench Trey Murphy for Cooper Flagg, which I totally understand, but I do want to continue to start Trey Murphy. So I have a little bit of a problem here. I guess I'm benching Herb Jones. I want to start Trey Murphy. This is about to be... So Murray, Trey Murphy, Cooper Flagg, Zion, Capella, Herb Jones, Dylan Harper, Dyson Daniels, and Kyle Filipowski is your rotation. So that is what we're going to run. I'm going to simulate this season. I'm definitely curious to see how this is going to go. Power King lands is 5th overall. Eventually, we may have to trade Cooper Flagg or something. I guess it just depends how good the team is. Right now, I was about to say we haven't lost a game yet, but we'll see how the record, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little nervous that there's just like a little too much offensive options on this team. So eventually we might consolidate it, but for now, we'll just see how this season goes with them all together. At the end of the season, Halliburton wins MVP. Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year, averages 20 out of the gate for us. Nicola's 6-man once again. Defensive player goes to Wemby. Sharp Most Improved, Steph Clutch Player, and Coach of the Year goes to Bickerstaff, and John Murphy is your executive. So here's your NBA first team. Does Zion still make it with Cooper Flagg taking some scoring load off of him? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. But, we were the second seed in the Western Conference, which at this point, all that really matters is some playoff success here and making it back to the conference finals once again. This time, not having to deal with LeBron James and the Thunder. Trey Murphy took a back seat, unfortunately. Like I said, bittersweet that we got Cooper Flagg. I was really loving what I saw to Trey Murphy last year and wanted him to develop like crazy, but I can't pass on the opportunity to have drafted Cooper Flagg and add him to this team along with Dylan Harper as well. I mean, like, you just really can't pass on that. So we're going to see how these playoffs go, though. I can't wait. So they want to bench Trey Murphy for Dyson Daniels. I'm going to continue to start Trey Murphy, though. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. So Denver in round 1, they've added James Harden over Jamal Murray, which is pretty interesting. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't lose to Denver in round 1, and we are going to beat them in 5. Now you draw the Dallas Mavericks, who have Luka, Kyrie, Josh Green, Prosper, Gafford, Lively, and Bones Highland. So, of course, Luka Doncic, always an intimidating guy to play, but we'll give it our best shot. And we are going to beat them in 5. So, we actually took care of the Mavericks fairly easily. And now we get the Thunder, who have CJ McCollum. We gave them CJ McCollum, of course. They lost Josh Giddey, so maybe, giving them CJ helped with that. But here goes nothing. So, game 1, 1-0. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, we're in a... Okay. So I am going to listen to what 2K's, rotation suggests for this pivotal Game 5 in OKC, because I want to get to the finals early on. That would be awesome with this young roster. We're not going to be able to pay everybody eventually. This team is going to get expensive in the future. But we are going to not take advantage of winning Game 5. We do have Game 6 at home, so hopefully we can win this one. Let's see if we can do just that, and we have ourselves a close one, but it looks like the Oklahoma City Thunder, of course, are just impossible to beat. So we've gotten beaten by the Thunder twice now, and now the Raptors actually beat them. Wow, interesting. So, Canada, which is where Shea is from, ends up winning the championship, Toronto. Portland ends up getting the first overall pick. We have the 9th pick via the Milwaukee Bucks. So what we could do this offseason, the possibilities are pretty endless. I mean, there's just like so many options on the table. I'm going to continue to, sign Willie Green. I'm going to keep him around. And then I'm going to check out trade ideas. Literally, like I said, I think anybody is on the table for us. I think we could try to literally trade for anybody if we really wanted to. Like, we have the assets to do so. So we're going to see if I can get someone. And I might have to wait till after player options, but I am still going to check out and see who's available here. So I am going to go ahead and look at trading for an upgrade to center position. And I'm really looking at someone who would just absolutely fit this team tremendously. And I'm looking at the Celtics. Now, they were terrible last year. They ended up being the 15th seed in the East. So you might know where I'm going with this. He would be a perfect fit next to Zion, and that is Porzingis. So if we can't get Miles Turner, who's in Indiana and doing great things there, which he would be a good fit as well. But Porzingis is a much better overall in 2K, 89 overall. 34% from 3 last year, but we know what he's capable of from outside. He wouldn't be the first option here either, and it would consolidate our roster a little bit. So I am going to try to get Porzingis here. So I'm offering Capella to do so, and I'm going to offer, unfortunately, I hate to do it, but actually, I might be able to wait till after player options. Wait, can I throw Alvarado in here? I'm a little bit off. I could throw Hawkins in here technically and keep Herb Jones out of let's do that. So we actually, we have that 9th pick overall as well. So whoever we get with that 9th pick. So we can actually wait till after the draft to try to make this trade. So I'll sign Drake Powell, and we're going to go back to try to make this trade happen again. So without having to include Herb Jones, because I think the last time I traded Herb Jones, some Pelicans fan was really mad at me. Rightfully so. Herb Jones is a great player. Not that I'm concerned about that, but I just want to try to make this trade happen if I can. So I'm going to offer Powell, who I just drafted, Capella, and then whatever salary. So, and also, not that I want to offer Hawkins, got to throw Alvarado in here. So what if we did Powell, Capella, and Alvarado for Porzingis? They don't agree to that. I will give you the Bucks pick next year. They should agree to that, and they do. Okay, so we got our consolidation with Porzingis, which is awesome. So Porzingis And Filipowski is now our center rotation, which is just deadly. And they both fit Zion very, very, very well. But yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. So now Murray, Harper, Daniels, Herb Jones, Murphy, Cooper Flag, Zion. And then, yeah, so we have our rotation pretty much set. Like, Dyson Daniels will bring back, depending on how much money he's asking for. He's asking for like 30 million. He can go kick rocks. He's not, though. So yeah, $19 million. I mean, I don't think he really did anything too crazy last year for me to like give him 18 million either. So I'm probably just going to let him come back as qualifying offer because I cannot justify paying him the amount of money he's asking for, to be honest with you. Maybe on day 12, I can sign him for $10 million a year. Maybe that would be fine. But outside of that, so he's getting an offer sheet from the Nuggets to give him $13 million. I'll match that. Player progression. Let's go straight to that now. And let's see what this is about to look like. So we got Trey Murphy up to an 83. Harper up to an 83. Murray's up to an 88. Cooper Flag up to an 85. So everyone is developing really nicely. And I think we have the squad that is ready to take down the Oklahoma City Thunder. That has been our problem the first 2 seasons. As they usually say, third time's a charm, and I think this will be a charm here. So let's go see what this rotation is going to look like. Proficiency, 4-star balance under Willie Green, and this is what it's looking like. So you have Murray, Dyson Daniels, Cooper Flag, Zion Porzingis, Dylan Harper, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and Jordan Hawkins. So that leaves Kyle Filipowski out of the rotation. I'm going to put Filipowski in over Jordan Hawkins. I just think we need the space a little bit more. And then I want to start Trey Murphy again, like I keep saying. So Herb Jones is listed at 2. I don't know how much Trey Murphy would go down. He goes down to an 81. But I am still, I'm still going to play him at the 2. I want him to play shooting guard. So, which they still want to start Dyson Daniels. But I am all in on Trey Murphy. Well, let's just move him back to small forward. So move Trey Murphy back to the 3. And then we'll have him play shooting guard over Dyson Daniels. So, you will come off the bench. Sorry, I am starting Trey Murphy. I am a Trey Murphy lover. So I'm going to do that. So Murray, Trey Murphy, Cooper Flag, Zion, Porzingis, Harper, Herb Jones, Dyson Daniels, and Jordan or Filipowski. That was rotation. We're going to live with it. And hopefully this team ends up being dominant in the West. And this is the year we get that championship. So this year, Dylan Harper gets 6th man of the year, which is great to see. This team that we have is only going to continue to develop as we also get executive of the year. I mean, yeah, we've cooked with this roster so far. But none of this matters, man. We got to try to win a championship with the talent we've thrown together. Oklahoma City ends up being the 4th seed. Dallas is the 1st seed, and we're the 2nd seed. And at least both those teams are on the other side of the bracket. We got 22.5 from Zion, 18 from Porzingis, 17 from Flag, 16 from Harper, 16 and 16. So, like I said, you have like so many guys that can give you 20 on any given night. Like, I was worried about too many offensive options, but it just feels like, how do you guard this squad? Like, how do you guard this team? I have no idea. But we'll see how it goes against the Warriors in round 1. Somebody curl around against them, and we are going to sweep them. So get them out of our way. And now we get the Spurs, who have Cade and Wemby paired together with, along with Hugo Gonzalez, Sohan Vassell, Gafford, Malachi Branham. So obviously Wemby, very intimidating character, but we get him. We sweep him. All right. Now it's time for redemption, hopefully against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shea, Trey Johnson, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Casey Wallace, Naz Reid, James Wiseman, and Bones Highland. Game 1, 1-0. We absolutely just blow them out of the water. So far, we have not dropped a game in these playoffs, by the way, so far. Game 2, Game 3. Are we going to go undefeated? No, we lose a game here. And, of course, they get 2 on us. Okay, I cannot afford for you guys to somehow get back in this series. So, let's make sure we close them out. They're not going to win another game here, right? Please do not allow them to blow, have us blow a 3-0 lead. Like, that's just not going to happen. Surely it's not going to happen. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wow, we are in deep here. Okay. Game 7 in New Orleans. 8-man rotation. Backs against the wall. The Thunder are the most unstoppable team to ever beat. Can we please take care of business here? We had a good lead for a second, but we slowed down, and now we're in it. Oh, gosh, I'm stressed. Please win this game, man. Please just don't let them run away with it. All right, so we have the lead right now. 8 minutes left. Oh, gosh, bro. This is going to end a disaster, I can tell. We're going to lose, aren't we? We're going to blow a 3-0 lead. We're going to be the first team ever that's blown a 3-0 lead. Imagine this team being the one that does it, too. Wow. Okay, so we took the lead. It is back and forth as it can be. All right, we have a 3-point lead. I think we sit here and watch the rest for sure. Yeah, so this is... do I play it? I'm playing it, bro. I usually suck at this game, but man, I have Zion. What could possibly go wrong? As I say that, there could be a lot that goes wrong here, to be honest with you. All right, give the ball to Murray. Let's see. I have 14 seconds left of shot clock. Let me bring it back. Let me get a screen and roll going with Zion. So let's see if we can hit Zion on the roll, maybe. Zion, dunk it on Naz Reid, and I missed the lay-in, of course. Okay, not great. Do I watch... If they tie the game, I might just back out and watch this. But let's see if I can get a stop. We're going to go to Shea. I'm off-balling right now. I'm literally off-balling the computer. Yep. Sue me. I don't care. Porzingis on Chet. Good matchup. I feel good about that one. They're going to give it to Naz Reid. Naz Reid is going to hit and make it a 1-point game. We call a timeout. 2 minutes left on the clock. All right. We got our work cut out for us here. But I'm confident in my ability to keep this lead, man. I'm confident. All right. I got to stop doubting myself here. We are going to win this game because that is what I do. Porzingis, give me a pick and pop. Okay, 112 to 111. All right, that was unfortunate. I got the ball just scraped out from me like that. That's awesome. All right, Zion, give me something to be happy about here. All right, so we're gonna take the lay-in 113 to 112. We tie or take the lead back. All right, let's see if we can get a stop here. I don't even know who Johnson is, to be honest with you, but he stripped me bad. Shea, Murray's guarding him, and Shea, oh, block from Porzingis. That was beautiful. Absolutely love that. All right, let's see if we can get a good basket here. We're gonna give it to Porzingis. I really wanted to pop that, but I'm gonna just take advantage of this clock, take some time off the clock. Can I get a Porzingis open 3? No, Shea is gonna close out. Can I shoot it over Shea? No, man. Damn, I suck at this freaking game. All right, Chet Holmgren, Shea is gonna give it to Johnson. Porzingis on Shea right now. Not sure if I love this, but we're gonna run with it. Chat's screening. I'm gonna come over and help, and Chat's going to hit that over. All right, here goes nothing. We gotta respond here. Give me a screen once again, Porzingis. I should just go to Zion here, but actually, I should have a wide open. There we go, and one. We'll take that. 115 and 114. We gotta hit this free throw though. I have no idea what Porzingis released. Very slow, and we hit it. Man, I kind of released that pretty early, but I will take that. Okay. We have a 2-point lead, 114 to 116. All we need is a stop. That's all we need. All right, let's see if we can get this stop. Zion is gassed. Do I take him out? They're going to go to Johnson and they're going to call another timeout. Okay, interesting. 51 seconds left on the clock. They're calling another timeout. I'm doing everything I possibly can here, absolutely sweating it off to try to beat this team. So hopefully we can continue to do that or, keep this lead. So Johnson has the ball. For whatever reason, I got stuck on Shea with Zion. I don't know why that happened, but all right. So again, we just can't allow a 3 here. Just make sure we don't allow a 3. That's all I'm asking for here. Shea is about to pop one. Chet, Porzingis just be on him. Bro, they're about to take a bad shot. You know what? You can take that. That's fine. I did not want him to hit the 3. They tie the game, which sucks, but I did not want a 3-point basket bombed on my head. So, all right, Porzingis, give me a screen. Whoever wants to give me the screen, I'm about to just take this to the basket. There we go. That's what we needed. 118 and 116. That's what I wanted to do this whole time. Just absolutely power it with Zion in, or power it in there with Zion. And now we can figure out if we can close this out. All right. So Shea is gonna get the ball. Naz Reid's going to the corner. I'm gonna play on Shea right now. Let's play on Shea. And oh, boo! Oh, no way! Oh my gosh, bro! No way! We just fouled a 3-point shooter. That's so heartbreaking. I blocked him too. Damn. Can you miss one? No, he's gonna hit all 3, isn't he? All right, let's see if he can. I'm disappointed, bro. We gotta win the game here. 119 and 118. Can I believe it? Do I believe in myself to do it? I'm going back to Zion. We got such a wide open lane with Zion. I gotta go right back to him. I think I have a wide open lane again. Give me. I did not get it. Animation at all. And Zion's fouled out. Okay, the bright side is we don't have a timeout, but we do have it's only we can hit a 3 still. So we're not out of it just yet. Why isn't Trey Murphy out here? He might have, hopefully he's fouled out, because I don't know why one of our best 3-point shooters isn't out here right now, but whatever. What do I know? Okay, let's see if I can hit a 3 here. All right, here goes nothing. Very contested. Not going in, of course. I suck at this freaking game. Running it back. So 68-14 in this final season here. Almost won 70 games. First in the Western Conference. No surprise whatsoever how good we are. But yeah, 25 from Zion, 23 from Cooper Flag. Up to a 91, by the way. Dylan Harper's up to an 89. So yeah, those guys developing like crazy. Trey Murphy, 13.5. So yeah, here goes nothing. The Thunder, once again, on the other side of the bracket. They're the only team I'm concerned about. Like, literally. Just to, like, come around against them. I don't even care who the Warriors have. We blew a 3-0 lead to the Thunder last year. I don't care who the Rockets have either. And we beat them in 5. And now I'm clicking. I don't care. And this time we freaking sweep them. Why couldn't we have done that last year? And we're going to win a championship, aren't we? I could have done that last year. Instead, I wasted my time, jumped in, and just embarrassed myself like I usually do. I don't know why I played it out. I should have just let the computer play like I should. Whatever. We lost one game. This time we actually swept the Oklahoma City Thunder. We blew a 3-0 lead last year. But we got our championship. That's what matters. That's what matters. Not surprising at all. Getting Harper and Cooper Flag was such a benefit in this video. But I will take it. I mean, we were good without them, but once we added them, yeah, we knew eventually it was going to end a championship. So I was going to give up until it happened. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video regardless. If the Pelicans do end up lucking out the way that I did today, watch out. They're going to be scary. This is Crushables, though. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.